Let's go. Let's face our fears and face the big man. The sum of all of my childhood terrors. The dining room. As we can see, there's banana peels around, so we know that possibly Donkey Kong's in here. We're getting a lot of money. There's fire in here. Might as well clean up these banana peels. What are they just doing lying around? Oh, there's a big table full of what seems to be food. There's a bone. A bunch of weird stuff. There he is. There he is. The big, gigantic behemoth. More than anything... Oh my god. More than anything else, this guy terrified me as a youngster because he's just so imposing. You know, not just that he's a large fellow, but you can tell he's not naturally large because his hair is really small. You can tell he used to be a lot thinner or something. It's just this weird... It doesn't look... Oh, fuck. Hold on, I need to get this guy. No. Where is he? I'm getting this guy. If I can get this guy, all will be well. Damn. Keep it off. Oh my god, this guy's spazzing out. This was me as a kid running away from this. I did that as fast as I could. I was ready for that. Oh, what a jerk. Maybe I need to freeze that guy or something. Anyway, this guy just eats and eats and eats and eats and eats and eats. And just this case of extreme obesity just disturbed me so much as a kid. Let's light his candles up. There we go. So he can properly see what he's eating. He seems to be eating flan, the wonderful delight, the gelatinous dessert that is flan, another staple of Courage the Cowardly Dog. But if we suck it away, these little waiter ghosts, which have the best job in the world, even in the afterlife, they will refill his flan for him to keep him in an infinite supply of flan. And they are desperate to keep him appeased. Run to the kitchen, you desperate ghosts. And they will never be seen again. So let us take away his flan and see the reasonable man that he is. Let's take it away. You can see the particles kind of coming away from it. Come on. Pull the tablecloth off. Yep, look at that. We pulled the whole tablecloth off and nothing went bad. Here we go. Take it away. He's upset, and he now wants to feed on my bones. But first he decides to spit some freaking fireballs. And he's just a mess. Look at his clothes are all just stained with food and who even knows what. He's just a monster, man. Doesn't even look human. Yeah, and it's like he's sneezing. It's kind of weird. Look at him. Trying to remember. Does he just tucker himself out? I think he just eventually tuckers himself out. Yep, there he goes. There we go. So we gotta try our best. This is for me. I want to get this asshole for my own childhood memory's sake. No! I got most of his health though. I really wanted to get him all the way up. Frick. Dang. Oh well. We're not gonna perfect this guy, but not a lot is perfect about him. Oh god. There we go. I like how it makes the growing sound as if we picked up a mushroom. It's kind of weird. Aren't the poison mushrooms supposed to stay in effect for a long time? You know, it doesn't wear off in the other games. Anyway. There we go. We got him. He's toast. Whew. Worst guy dealt with. Just something about that guy freaks me out. Hello! A wonderful gem! With a cute little Luigi sprite in the bottom. That's cute. The gems are ridiculously expensive. They will give you a lot of money if you can get them. And they're fairly rare. I know how to get a couple of them, but maybe my old age will prevent me. My name's Boodolicious. Boodolicious? Really? I'm going to guess that this Boo, in the quest for the ultimate booty, went too far. Way too far. Unbelievable, there's no stopping. And their ass simply took over their body and eventually turned on them. And some say that booty still roams around the parts of northern Nebraska to this day. Possibly under the name Big Jim. Who, if you'll notice, is just a big ass. Actually, potentially, that bootylicious booty might have been this guy right here eating this food. This very food today. Let's take a peek. What do we got to say about this food? Nothing? Luigi will not comment. What a hunk of junk. How do you expect me to sit on that? Please, I have standards. Oh, he's talking about the chair. My God, Luigi's a little bit of a snob in this game, wouldn't you say? It's kind of funny. All right. Oh, that was close. Too close, but too good. Got the green gem. See, getting those mice are important. Gotta have quick reflexes sometimes here in Luigi's Mansion. Only the strong and the fast will survive this terrible night. Let's open the fridge. Yep, there's a ghost in there who we cannot actually capture right now because his heart is frozen. So we need to melt him up. Stop. I'm getting hit a lot. We gotta fix that. Oh my. I am playing so dramatically poorly here. That guy just burned and faded away. How sad. I like how I say that so genuinely. How sad. I'm not sad at all. I don't care. I only care about Booglin. Boy howdy, I'm Booglin. I'm going to assume that this guy was a D&D player who only played chaotic evil or chaotic bad goblins, and people got tired of his shit and said, use some other character, you asshole. Now send me the boo. But that was his favorite. That was his go-to main. And his D&D group got tired of him and said, look, you gotta get a new gimmick. We're just tired of it. We understand that, you know, that's your thing. That Hoggle, the goblin, was a pretty cool character, but you need to get your act together and at least do something else. It's been 5 years that you've been doing the same guy. So can you just kind of get it together? And he said no, and he stuck by his principles, and the others ate him to gain his power. That's how that boo died. But this is how I die, by getting drowned in water. God, I hope I don't predict my own death that way. Wouldn't that be horrible? You just casually throw out that. Oh, it's time. It's a water element metal. My research shows that these particular elemental ghosts leave their watery dwellings whenever you approach. You know the drill. Vacuum up. All right. Yaku yaku. I hear some ghosts are only defeated by water. Actually, I also remember that water has a purifying property, so use it well. Don't get caught up with your new squirt gun, Luigi. What's that supposed to mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean, E.Gadd? What do you know about Luigi that I don't? Also, look, the house is on fire. I think it's appropriate if we leave it alone for right now. Let's go somewhere else. We'll just let that deal with itself. Oh my God. Who put the tablecloth back on the table without moving the dishes? That's the scariest thing I've seen so far. That's freaking me out, man. Nope, that's too spooky for me. I'm out of here. We're gone. We're ghost. B-Y-E. Goodbye. No, we're going somewhere with a purpose. Because I said we would go somewhere, and I don't ever forget. Mario? I just like how he says it. It's so charming. He's got a variety of emotions. He's not a one-tune man, Luigi. I can appreciate the big stacks of money he's got. There we go. See, the game isn't so mean as to not give you any money. If you want to farm, which I don't know why you would, but if you want to farm, you can. Speaking of farming, this is why I came out here. Water these plants. And get this wonderful gem. See, you know those gems are expensive. They really textured the hell out of those gems. And I told you I wouldn't forget about these plants. Not even a little. That's the nice thing. You can purify stuff here. You can't purify stuff like these clothes. And the water looks weird, doesn't it? It looks gelatinous, almost like a water test. Like, let's see if we can experiment with how water works in a GameCube game. And they kind of got it right, but it's still just a little weird, wouldn't you say? Anyway, so we are really quickly going to pop on over to the baby's place so that I can get some health. Because I desperately need it, because guess what, guys? We've got another big boss battle thingy. We got a boss battle coming up, basically. I don't know why I put in boo. I'm thinking of all the other boos I have to find, which I still have about, what, 35 to go? So we still got a fair bit. We're not done with this game. Not yet. Not by a mile. But we are about to fight another boss. And this one, I don't know if you can believe it, but is actually a little bit more intimidating than even that baby. Which I know is a weird thing to say, but it is true. There you go. Just call me the best man who ever lived. Please, it would really help my ego. I need that kind of win, really. Anyway, here's a sad thing. We've got the Boneyard with... I always hit the wrong button, I swear. What's written on the sign? Here lies Mr. Bones. Oh my god, Mr. Bones, I've heard so much about your wild ride. How are you? Woof, woof, woof. He's great. Am I sad that I didn't scan the heart of that big guy who was eating himself to death? No. No, I don't. Because I don't want to know much about that childhood nightmare thing. And look, here's a weird little caterpillar thing. That's actually a seed that you can encourage to grow. Now, fun fact, we need to come back to this seed and water it a bunch of times at different points in the game. So, but first we got to deal with Mr. Bones. Just remember that I got to come back to this plant at some point. Ah! Mr. Bones is trying to eat me with his big old bulldog mouth. Let's listen to the dog effects in here. He's a cute little dog, isn't he? But here's some water. Fear the dirt, Bones be quiet, or something like that. The skeletons are upset by him. Yep, and we have literal spooky, scary skeletons who get spooked and scared. Look at him, he's terrified by the idea of getting sucked up like that. Giant bone for you, Mr. Bones. I presume that's why we called you that, just because you are literally what you eat. There we go. Come on, pupper. Oh, he's making such sad sounds. I feel like such an asshole. There we go, and we got him. Perfect you, Mr. Bones, my perfect little dog boy. But I will immortalize you forever with a picture. Let's see if we can scan the dog bone. I swear if I don't hit the right thing every time. Okay. What do you have to say about the seed, though, Luigi? Nothing. Luigi has no comment on this life that he's given. Whatever, Luigi. Do what you want. Do whatever you want. That's a cool doghouse, though. That looks like the doghouse that, like, Bowser's dog would have. It's pretty sick. I'm digging it. But what we actually need to do is take a little look, a little investigation into it. Because now... Whoa! It spits us out here in the actual literal boneyard. I was gonna say graveyard, but this is really the boneyard. Mario ain't here, silly Billy. He's not in the grave. What do you think? He's buried underground? Oh my god, Mario's been buried alive. Isn't it true? Oh my god, Mario, no! He's one of them now. How terrifying would that be if Luigi actually had to suck up his own brother and make him into a portrait, a memento, if you will, of his own failure. If you could immortalize your loved one's soul in a painting, I mean, that makes it a little bit more dark when you think about it like that. I mean, what are these ghosts really hurting? They're not doing anything. I mean, yeah, the boos are kind of being jerks by stealing Mario or whatever, but the rest of these ghosts haven't done anything. These are all the ghosts that E.Gadd has captured. But to my knowledge are just regular ghosts living out in the world doing nothing. Except for maybe this next one. The next ghost seems a little malevolent. Let's see how malevolent.